Hey Stampers, it's Teresa. Welcome back. I will be doing a tutorial today. Remember I had made those Halloween treat boxes? Well, I've come up with a couple of Christmas ones as well. Here's one of them. This is a little snowman one. He's actually pretty easy to make with some different of the Stampin' Up! Punches. Email me if you want the instructions for him. But what we're going to be doing today is the Santa Claus one. Very simple, very easy. First of all, I took a piece of the real red Stampin' Up! Cardstock and cut it in half. So this paper measures 8.5 by 5.5. I'm now going to put it in my score pal, but of course you could also use your Stampin' Up! Paper cutter and just a scoring blade. And we're going to make, you know, our 2-4 box. But actually it's more like 2 3/2 because the paper is cut to 5.5. But anyway, so I'm going to score at 2 inches the long way, then 4 inches, 6, and lastly 8. So I get a little flap that's left over. That's how we're going to connect our paper. I'm going to turn it the other way, and I'm going to score at 2 inches. Okay, I'm going to remove this. Now to make our box, you know, you've seen me do this a million times. I'm going to cut those lines going up to the flap that's 2 inches up. So I'm just going to do that across the bottom. Having a problem cutting straight today. Oh well. And then for the last one, I'm going to cut up to that line, and then I'm going to cut out that little piece and remove that. So this is what my page now looks like with the 4 flaps on the bottom. I'm now going to begin folding. On my lines. And then I'm going to use sticky strip or score tape, whichever. And I'm going to put it on this little 1/2 inch flap on the outside. Put a little bit of that sticky strip. I'm now going to remove the protective covering. If I can get my nail under there. There we go. And kiss it to the inside of the opposite piece. Okay. There we go. So you can see the makings, the starting of our box. I'm now going to turn it upside down. And I am going to do the flaps alternating. So left, right, then turn, left. Then I'm going to do a piece of sticky strip right here at the edge. Pull that off. Remove the protective. There we go. And marry those 2 pieces. And we have our box. Okay? Ready to decorate, which is really quick and easy. I have a strip of paper here. It's 1 inch thick. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to find the back piece. Okay. Is I'm going to start curving this around my box, making creases on each of the corners. So just curving it around until I come back to my starting point. Now this strip, mine is actually 11 by 1 inch, but you really just need 8.5 by 1 inch. So I'm going to have to cut some of mine down. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is put a little sticky strip at this end. And just to keep it in place, you can also put a little bit inside the black piece, just so it won't be scooting up and down. Let me expose this. Okay. And now I'm just going to bring those pieces up and around to meet. There we go. Start of his belt. Then I took my 1 1/4 inch square punch, punched out a piece of white paper. Then I used my 3/4 square punch and punched out a piece of black paper. I'm now going to glue those two together to make the buckle on my belt. That's not a good piece of glue. Hold on. Okay. For this, I can just use regular glue tape. Put this in the middle. And then I'm going to put some glue on the back of that white piece. And put it in the middle to start making my buckle. Then what I can also do is use a piece of white paper, and I can make little buttons like so. Let me glue those down. Then I want to make some little feet for Santa, so I'm going to use the large oval punch and punch out 2 pieces of black. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the ends of these. Then attach them to the bottom of my box so Santa can have some feet. Isn't that cute? Now the last thing I need to do is, of course, to make my handle. And for that, I just need a strip of black paper that's 1 inch wide by 11 inches. And just like on this one, well, it can be 8.5, I'm sorry, 8.5 by 1 inch. I'm just going to attach it with brads on either side to make my little handle. And that'll be our little Santa basket. And like I said, if you want instructions on how to make the snowman, send me an email and I'll get that out to you. The instructions for the snowman are going to be $1 a piece, which is payable just through PayPal. But Santa is easily made, as you can see, with just a few punches. Enjoy!